Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Ready.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Watch the slip. General West.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Watch the air.
Fair. Shoot.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
You got it.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
No. Off.
Protein spill. Big rip.
This is Freeman. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Check 52's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And now it's Rosen looking. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rosen just getting the snap off and 1. And he finds Stills complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. On 1st down, Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go!
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check, 47. You get him?
After the interception, here's Rosen going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
X3, 218, chop. Hard.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Rosen will throw. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Broncos onto the field, ready for the next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Now this time Locke will throw, and that'll be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
My 52. So we got man. 52's the mic. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt them. And, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, pass complete here to Sanders.
It's a pickup of 13. Leads to third down and 3.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey. 52. You don't know no better. Where's 52? Ready?
Locke working out of the gun. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this open. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A gain of 15.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run here with Blanche. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Rosen, he's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Deuce. Hatchet.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hey, wahoo! All right, here we go.
Third and goal, Rosen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, Delta.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, back at the 39-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and long here for Rosen. He finds Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Check three, check three, check three. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now it's Rosen. Robinson's got it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 37 yards. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the gun on third down. Locke, he's got it complete to Thompson. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 4.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. It's complete. Stills. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
That's Stills bringing it in. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Set, ready? 8, read. Hey, foxtrot. Now.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike 52. 52. 3 buzz.
Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. It's caught by Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Clock now to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Slam. Alert.
On 1st down. Gonzalez. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And now it's Rosen looking. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, 98 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Drake. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Rosen. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
Clock will try again on 2nd down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw at his lock. He's got his tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.